Hello, it's September 20th, almost the fall equinox. I went to breakfast with my good friends in my social bubble and had a nice breakfast, and it was so good to see everybody. And then went to the farmer's market and grabbed some veggies for the week. And then as I was leaving, my energy just like really dropped down, and I ended up coming home and just laying in bed for over 2 hours, and just had the weighted blanket on, which I newly got and I really love. I've always loved heavy blankets, so finally got one of those guys and I just laid there. I didn't really fall asleep, I just like needed to just rest. And I think what's going on is that I've been seeing my naturopath again now for about 2 months, and we have been doing, she does like kinetic therapy. I call it vital therapy. It's just where, I think it's NAET, I don't really remember, is like, she does her own version of it, but it's just muscle testing and then exposing the body to the frequencies of whatever's in the vial. And then I have had really strong reactions and positive results from this therapy, and we did all viruses in general, which has always been something that's been underlining for me, is viral infections. And I think most people have that, especially with chronic illnesses. And then the last couple times we did Epstein-Barr specifically. And this time I was feeling nauseous, and dehydrated the whole time, which is not two things that I typically have happen. So I'm pretty sure that that's from that treatment, and then also just having these sudden plunges in energy, just these drops in energy. So I am now going to do a coffee enema and just kind of get that out. I might sound a little stuffed up. That's because I did a neti pot with xylitol just to clear that whole area out, because my ears have been really gunked up with wax lately, which is something that happens to me like very chronically, especially when it gets damp in the winter and fall and spring, but hasn't been damp, so I think it's just whatever's going on with my body. Sometimes when I'm detoxing, actually most of the time when I've been detoxing, it actually does that as well. For many treatments or heavy metal detox or whatever it was, die off stuff, whatever was happening in the body, that seems to be a place where I get that. But she recommended fish oil to help with the earwax, taking it internally. And I have not done well with fish. She must have tested me for krill, and I was okay with a small amount of that. So I'm gonna order some and see how my body does with that. It's like 4 o'clock and I'm having my food now. I just uploaded the vlog that I filmed yesterday and just finished making a thumbnail for it and got that up there. Just taking it easy this afternoon, and that's pretty much it. It's now 7 o'clock. I got the video uploaded and thumbnail made and started editing this video, which doesn't take much editing because I am being good about that and not overanalyzing everything that I put out there. And I also wanted to explain to you about sleeping on the floor. So this is where I've been sleeping, and take out a mat, which I just started getting from underneath the bed, but before that I was just sleeping on a thicker blanket. I started doing this for a couple reasons. My back was hurting, and especially my lower back, and I had been sleeping on a fairly firm mattress, I think for most people, but like sleep with 5 pillows, like one between my knees, one under this arm, like under my chest because I sleep on my side, one behind my back, one in front of my stomach, one under my head, and one on top of my head. So it was pretty ridiculous. I needed like all the support around my torso, my low back, because everything would just hurt, and between my knees because it would just move out. And I was like, there's something's going on with this. There's got to be a better way to do this. And so I went the complete opposite and started sleeping on the floor, which I had found out was something that structurally is the way that we evolved. And we slept on, cave floors or dirt grounds or whatever. which kept our shoulders and our spine like more in alignment, or our shoulders and our hips more in alignment. Whereas like if we sleep on a very soft mattress, like our back like bows and dips in different areas. And then of course, as we all know, as a mattress ages, then it creates, you know, different dips and bumps than it did when you first got it. And mattresses cost a ridiculous amount of money. I started looking into Japanese sleeping mats. By the way, this is not a Japanese sleeping mat. It's just a cheap mat my mom got at Costco or something years ago. Also learning about grounding or earthing, and how sleeping on the ground and getting the negative ions to the ground all night can help us sleep. So I was still sleeping on the ground with pillows, and then I slowly started taking the pillows away. I started doing this, I think it was around February or so this year, and there was a month this summer where I started sleeping on the bed again, and then my low back started hurting, so I started sleeping on the ground again, and my back has been feeling better. So that's what's been going on with the sleeping on the ground thing for now. Also, I realized that this is not going to work for everybody, and that I don't know if when I was in the most pain that I was in that I would have been able to do this. It's just something I found and decided to try, and it ended up working for me, and I know it works for other people too. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. These are the Chinese herbs that I've been getting from my naturopath, and I've taken whatever concoction she has for me at the time for the last couple of years. I take it in the morning and at night. And the last thing I do is fill up my 5-year journal. I'm on my 2nd year now, and then I read. I often listen to an audiobook to fall asleep, but I wanted to reread this book again, so I started that up. I hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you in tomorrow's vlog for the last day of my challenge. Bye.